sugar-free, oil-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, fruit-filled, paleo. Whatever your definition of a healthy birthday cake, and smash cake, fit for a first birthday, we've found a recipe you'll love. An absolute legend in the industry, Rupaul has done more for drag culture than perhaps any other person, alive or dead. With the success of her 1993 hit single, Supermodel You Better Work, the drag queen became a superstar. Bonus: they taste good enough for grown-up guests. Years later, the multi-talented celeb became the host of the international phenomenon and Emmy Award-winning show, RuPaul's Drag Race. Rupaul has now influenced our language and internet behavior. Read on for 21st birthday ideas for healthy cakes that are both smashing and smashable. Save our list of healthy birthday cakes. Blueberry banana ombre cake. Feast your eyes on this. This sugar-free cake, from Jasmin Shannon's Lemons for Days blog, is a stunner both in looks and health profile. The banana cake replaces sugar with maple syrup and packs in almond meal, flax meal and shredded coconut. The filling is a chocolate ganache made with avocado, cacao powder and almond milk and sweetened with medjool dates. It's all topped with a blueberry cream that includes cashews and coconut milk. Check out her Instagram for more recipes and health and wellness content. Coconut and raspberry smash cake. Dairy-free and gluten-free. This coconut and raspberry smash cake from Healthy Little Foodies replaces refined sugars and sweeteners with dates, bananas and berries. It also sneaks in chia seeds, which contain omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, fiber, iron and calcium. Whipping coconut cream with vanilla makes a rich, tasty frosting. Healthy cinnamon spice smash cake. Organic cinnamon applesauce is the secret ingredient that adds sweet spice to both the cake and frosting in Everything Handmade's healthy first birthday cake. The applesauce and bananas make added sugar unnecessary. The cake also features whole wheat flour and egg whites, and the frosting base is cream cheese. Banana smash cake with blueberry frosting free of butter and refined sugar. This cake is made from whole wheat flour and gets its sweetness from banana, maple syrup and applesauce. She has also been credited as helping bring LGBTQ+ subcultures to the mainstream audiences. There is no doubting the positive contributions that Rupaul has made. Many years from now, we will continue to dissect her powerful legacy. Yet, few celebrities enjoy such longevity without taking a few hits here and there, and Rupaul is no exception. And you can thank frozen blueberries and heavy whipping cream for the lovely lavender color. Throughout the Queen's nearly 30-year career, she has been embroiled in both controversy and scandal. She and her show have been accused of prejudiced behavior and supporting the wrong sides. Here is a glimpse at the shady side of Rupaul. There have been controversies on RuPaul's Drag Race spanning 12 seasons and multiple spin-offs. RuPaul's Drag Race has been a cultural touchstone for TV audiences. In that time, however, the show has been host to quite a few controversies which have threatened to reduce or tarnish its legacy. In Season 4, for example, Willem was disqualified from the show for having conjugal visits with her husband. Yet, when she responded to a tweet from Leslie Jones, she revealed some unsavory production details and some spicy behind-the-scenes information about RuPaul. The cake is sized for two 4.5-inch spring-form pans, but alternately could make about 7 cupcakes. Get the recipe at Christine's Kitchen. Sugar-free carrot and date cake. Another cake without refined sugar. This one plenty of sweetness from good-for-you ingredients such as dates, raisins and shredded coconut. Get the full scoop on this carroty concoction at Things for Boys. The recipe is perfect for a 6-inch round cake with enough left over to make a few cupcakes for immediate family. Baby-friendly cake. 4 variations for kids with food allergies. This cake from Baby-Led Weaning Ideas has you covered. In addition to a vanilla cake recipe that's solely free of sugar, there's a variation that's also free of dairy, eggs, gluten, soy and nuts. Specifically, the contestants were told not to make eye contact or engage in conversation with the host. In Season 4 of Drag Race All Stars, RuPaul allegedly told contestant Manila Luzon to wear a backup dress because her first choice was in bad taste. That dress, which featured what appeared to be a menstrual pad marked with blood, was designed to normalize menstruation, as per Luzon. The decision was not taken lightly, and many criticized RuPaul for her part in the decision. The most controversial of all moments took place in Season 12 of Drag Race. Both can be modified to include strawberries or chocolate. Sherry Pie or Joey Guglielmelli, one of the frontrunners to take the crown, was disqualified for disturbing catfishing allegations BuzzFeed News published about him. And there are lots of tips and suggestions and even a video to help you bake the perfect cake. Healthy PB&C cake. Who doesn't love peanut butter and chocolate? This healthy cake from Hello Bee is made with whole spelt flour. You can also use whole wheat, and has a yummy, fudgy flavor despite not having added refined sugar. The frosting is made from cream cheese, honey and peanut butter, and you can sub Greek yogurt for the cream cheese. The recipe tells you how. Honey oat smash cake free of gluten and refined sugar. This cake is super moist and has a Greek yogurt-based frosting. Hearty oat flour and sweet honey come together in a flavorful cake with a fresh fruit garnish that your child might be so busy nibbling on, they'll forget they're supposed to be smashing the cake. While no condemnation on Rupaul, this left a bit of a black eye on the show. A community problem. You might think that she has received sainthood in the LGBTQ+ community, but Rupaul has been at odds with that branch at times. In 2018, she backed Lance Bass's use of the word tranny, insisting that she loved the word. Later, she doubled down. Find the recipe at Yummy Toddler Food. Sarah Crowder from Punctuated with Food created this cake. Healthier chocolate cake. No added sugar, butter or oil, but there is chocolate. This moist, rich cake from the first year get its crowd-pleasing taste from chocolate chips, bananas, Greek yogurt, honey, peanut butter and cocoa powder. I've been a tranny for 32 years, she tweeted via The Advocate. The word, tranny, has never just meant transsexual. In 2018, Rupaul was asked about how various genders and identities fit in RuPaul's Drag Race, and if it should just be for men. Drag loses its sense of danger and its sense of irony once it's not men doing it, because at its core it's a social statement and a big FU to male-dominated culture, she said to The Guardian. Party on, chocolate lovers. Paleo first birthday cupcakes. These paleo cupcakes are free of oil, dairy, grains and nuts but packed full of fiber-rich coconut flour. Detoxinista dreamed up these applesauce cupcakes topped with unsweetened coconut whipped cream that party guests young and old will enjoy. Vegan first birthday cake. This chocolate vegan cake with vanilla frosting from Kitchen of Eden is free of dairy and eggs but full of flavor. So for men to do it, it's really punk rock, because it's a real rejection of masculinity. Does that leave space for transgender women, like former contestant Peppermint, who came out on the show? You can identify as a woman and say you're transitioning, but it changes once you start changing your body, Rupaul said. Natural ingredients like unsweetened almond milk, apple cider vinegar, evaporated cane juice, coconut oil and unsweetened cocoa powder make the cake tasty and rich. The frosting isn't sugar-free, but it is healthier thanks to coconut milk and coconut oil. Fruit Tower birthday cake. Your baby will marvel over the beautiful colors in this healthy, no-bake cake alternative. Use your child's favorite fruits for a sensational, and Pinterest-ready, dessert. Catherine over at Weelicious shows you how to make this Fruit Tower cake. Apple spice cake with maple loaded with 2 cups of chopped apples. This apple spice cake has no processed sugar and is sweetened with maple syrup and brown rice syrup. It takes on a different thing, it changes the whole concept of what we're doing. To create the gorgeous ombre sugar-free frosting, color your cream cheese frosting with varying amounts of beets and strawberry puree. Cheerios cake. If cake decorating isn't your specialty, look no further than a Cheerios box for a fun decor idea your child will love. We've had some girls who've had some injections in the face and maybe a little bit in the butt here and there, but they haven't transitioned. After some backlash, the host walked her comments back, tweeting, "The trans community are heroes of our shared LGBTQ movement. You are my teachers," via Billboard. The bad language criticism in 2014, a Slate piece drew attention to the use of the term, she-male, on RuPaul's Drag Race. The whole grain oats cereal has much less sugar than traditional candy toppings, and it lends a whimsical touch to your cake. Try this yummy sugar-free cake with cream cheese frosting from Stacy at the blog Posh in Progress. Then open a box of Cheerios and get creative. Cashew cream frosting cake. Tickle your tot's sweet tooth with this low-sugar carrot cake with cashew cream frosting from Becky at the Vintage Mixer. The tasty frosting is made by blending raw cashews, coconut oil, honey and vanilla and is perfect for smearing all over your happy baby's face. Blueberry velvet cake. Blueberry muffins meet birthday cake. If your child is a blueberry fan, make this beautiful blueberry velvet cake with cream cheese frosting, courtesy of Tanya at I Heart Chocolate Milk. In the episode in question, the queens were asked to play, female or shemale, a game in which they identify whether a close-up image was a biological woman, female, or a psychological woman, shemale. This was in addition to the already rampant use of the pun, she-male, on the show in place of male. In response, Logo TV made a change to the program. We wanted to thank the community for sharing their concerns around a recent segment and the use of the term, she-male, on Drag Race, they wrote in a statement through HuffPost. Use a sugar substitute to make a sugar-free version of this recipe. And if you don't want to use artificial coloring, add a little blueberry puree to your cake batter or choose an all-natural food coloring. Banana cake with Greek yogurt frosting. Familiar flavors create a cake your child will love to nibble while smashing. Logo has pulled the episode from all of our platforms and that challenge will not appear again. This banana cake from Sarah at Hello Bee combines bananas with maple syrup and tops them with a sugar-free Greek yogurt frosting sweetened with honey. Color your yogurt frosting with a fruit puree of your choice. Chocolate beet layer cake. Chocolate and beets. Beets and chocolate. Believe it or not, this chocolate beet sugar-free cake from the Smart Cookie blog tastes delicious. Dark cocoa, beets, apple sauce and date paste create a rich, fudgy flavor that will make you forget box cake mix. Furthermore, we are removing the "You've Got She-Male" intro from new episodes of the series. We did not intend to cause any offense, but in retrospect we realize that it was insensitive. Top with the recipe's chocolate banana frosting that uses tofu and nut butter for rich texture. Gluten-free, dairy-free vanilla pound cake. Pound cake is the perfect choice for your smash cake, get it? This vanilla pound cake from Naturally Sweet Recipes is free of gluten and dairy but full of vanilla, protein and healthy fats. The ombre frosting is colored pink with strawberries. We sincerely apologize. As for Rupaul, she seemed rather annoyed by the switch. I don't know. You know, I didn't do that, she said in a Vulture interview. This recipe makes enough for a smash cake plus a larger cake for grown-ups. Dairy-free smash cake with coconut whipped spinach frosting. This egg-free, vegan smash cake from blogger Tatiana Amico combines spelt flour, maple syrup and flax eggs, and its awesomely green frosting is made with coconut milk and spinach. The network did that, and you'd have to ask them why they did it, but I had nothing to do with that. What the frack? When Rupaul spoke with Terry Gross on NPR's Fresh Air in early 2020, she was asked about her 60-acre ranch. No. Agar powder is the frosting's secret ingredient, giving it a gelatin consistency with natural vegetable proteins. 60,000 acres, she corrected. This is a cool vegan option that looks as good as it tastes. Note: babies under age 1 shouldn't consume honey. So if you choose a recipe that uses honey, don't serve it to younger guests. Share your healthy first birthday cake recipes in the comments below. Julie Segis and Ashley Gerzib. Let them eat, parfaits. 10 healthy alternatives to cake for baby's first birthday. Want more adventures? Let us help you be the rock star mom, or dad we know you are. Sign up for our picks for the best things to see, do, eat and explore with your kids. She then explained that her lifestyle is much different from what most people picture. Well, a modern ranch, 21st century ranch, is really land management, she said. It is, you lease the mineral rights to oil companies. And you sell water to oil companies. And then you lease the grazing rights to different ranchers. So it's land management. Almost immediately, people jumped to the conclusions that Rupaul was fracking on their land, a controversial practice that uses enormous amounts of water and can have negative impacts on the environment. One user even compared a map Rupaul's property with the frack tracker map, which seemed to confirm that it was being used for multiple fracking sites. According to Earther, there are more than 35 active oil and gas wells on just 10,000 of Rupaul's acres. While the famous queen has yet to respond, fans have been having fun with the harsh environmental revelation, comparing her outfits to various fracking rigs. Is she a behind-the-scenes diva? While Willem had already dished information about Rupaul's behind-the-scenes behavior, it was Season 7's queen, Pearl, who dropped the hammer. We were filming a segment, just kind of chatting, the racer revealed on her Hey Queen interview.
Then the camera went down for a moment, and I turned to RuPaul and said, "Oh my God, I just wanna say thank you so much, like, it's such an honor to be here, such a pleasure to meet you," just giving her everything I ever wanted to say, Pearl explained. She turned to me, and she said, "Nothing you say matters unless that camera is rolling." Former Queen Vixen saw this side of the host as well. "I'm not surprised," she said through Twitter DMs via Insta. "We were often told to save it for the camera. Ru almost never spoke to us without a camera rolling." Queen Lagunja Estranja thinks that RuPaul's diva attitude helps prepare the racers for Hollywood life. "I think what happened to Pearl has happened to several of the other girls," Lagunja dished to Inta. "In my eyes, as insensitive as it may have been, it was her way of passing the knowledge she has fought to learn down to the next generation. I myself hope that I am able to be more cognizant of others' emotions and intentions as my success rises, but it's really hard to say what RuPaul feels." Black Lives Matter. In June of 2010, former racers from RuPaul's Drag Race got together and released a video calling for support for the Black Lives Matter movement. When the host and star of the show was absent from the video, it led to some questions. As the advocate explained, RuPaul was noticeably quiet amid the killing of George Floyd that same year and police brutality. Although the outlet couldn't contact RuPaul directly to hear her views on the movement, they published an interview they had with her back in 2016, after a BLM protest stalled the Toronto Pride Parade and delayed RuPaul's speech. "I support doing what makes you feel good about yourself, feel that you're not powerless," she told the advocate. "But is that solution? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the ultimate, because if you really sort it through, there is a solution. There is a solution. I'm not sure if those were the solutions." In 2020, when the movement really picked up steam, RuPaul's Twitter and Instagram accounts mysteriously went down. While fans initially thought the host had been hacked, Page Six reported that RuPaul planned to disengage from social media. "The truth is things like Black Lives Matter is overwhelming for someone like Ru," a source told the publication. "He gets backlash for appearing to not support the community and he receives a lot of negativity, so he disengages." There has been some victim blaming throughout her career. RuPaul has found herself in troubling territory regarding public racism a number of times. Maybe the first stroke of controversy came in 2002, when she defended comedian Chuck Nip for his Shirley Q. Liquor character. For years, white comedian Nip had been donning blackface and parading around black stereotypes in the name of comedy. When he was protested against in New York, RuPaul called those rallying against him a self-righteous lynch mob and a bunch of barbarians with misguided rage via Rolling Stone. RuPaul's Drag Race has its own history with blackface. Former racer Charlie Hides had been performing her character, LaQuisha Johns, in blackface for years before stopping amidst controversy. Season 11's Brooke Lynn Heights was called out for having a photo of her standing next to a friend in blackface on her social media. There were also some allegations of performative blackness during Season 8 on the show. But it's been RuPaul's reaction to some of the controversies, or lack thereof, that has garnered some of the attention. When Vixen walked out the Season 10 reunion after venting her frustration because other racers were telling her how to react rather than telling them how to act, the host suggested that people who find themselves in situations similar to the Vixens need to be accountable for themselves via Extra magazine. This puts the onus on the victims of racial inequality and mistreatment and not the other way around.